6 Battle Pass. That is right, guys. It is coming out pretty soon. It's around the corner. So with that being said, we are going to be going over every single detail that we know about the Battle Pass so far. And specifically, we're going to be covering things like the release date, prices, details like that, as well as like some leaks about the new items that are probably going to be in the pass. And most importantly, a really cool theory about the skins in the Battle Pass, the theme of Season 6, including the Tier 100 skin that you definitely need to hear. So yeah, if you guys are hyped for the Season 6 Battle Pass or just Season 6 itself, be sure to hit that like button down below. On top of that, comment your favorite item from the Season 5 Battle Pass. For me, I'm not exactly sure. I think it might be Ragnarok's pickaxe. That is one of the best pickaxes by far, and I seriously love using that one. But yeah, guys, I'm curious to see what your favorites are as well. Without further ado here, let's jump into it. First with like a bunch of the official details that we are pretty sure are going to be with this Battle Pass. And again, this stuff is subject to change until the actual Battle Pass is released, but judging from previous Battle Passes and the information we have so far, a bunch of this should be really likely. So first of all, when even is the new Battle Pass going to release? Because even the day of the week that the challenges release might be changing this season. Well, if we go into the Battle Pass tab, you can see that when I'm recording this video, it is at 14 days, going to be a little bit earlier for you guys, but that basically means that the current season of Fortnite is supposedly ending on Monday the 24th of this month. But then with that, it's very likely that the next Battle Pass will then release the day after on Tuesday, September 25th, which is interesting, guys, because the challenges for this season release on Thursdays. But if you take a look at the previous season, Season 3 started on Thursday, then in Season 4 it went to Tuesday, and then with Season 5 back to Thursday for their release dates. So it probably would make sense that it's going to release on Tuesday, and then there's going to be some buffer period on Monday where the season ends, either in the morning, maybe at night, and then there's a few hours, maybe even that whole day, where there's going to be a gap before the next season releases on Tuesday at around 4 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, that is the most likely date, and again, that is subject to change, but it's looking pretty exciting. And then what exactly is going to be in the next Battle Pass? Well, it is rumored to again be 100 tiers. That just seems to work, so we don't believe that they will change that anytime soon, which means as for like skins and outfits, we should be getting about 7 skins. In the Season 5 Battle Pass, we had 7, and I believe in the Season 4 one, it was similar to that as well. On top of that, we should be getting around 4 brand new pickaxes, 2 in the Battle Pass itself, probably 1 in the free version of the Battle Pass, and then 1 that you unlock with it, as well as 2 other ones, 1 at the very beginning, most likely, and then 1 that comes with the final skin, which is like the ultimate skin of the Battle Pass. And then on top of that, you'll get a bunch of emotes, maybe like around 4 emotes, and then some contrails, probably about 5, and a bunch of other items as well. Like as for V-Bucks, you can probably expect about 1,500 V-Bucks from the Battle Pass itself, so definitely a ton of fun. And then on top of that, we should be getting 2 brand new like tiered skins, which are like the main skins of the Battle Pass. And definitely, guys, I think these will have a huge amount to do with the brand new story of Season 6. But like, as you know, in previous seasons, they've been upgrading these like tiered skins a bit. Like in Season 4, we had Carbide and Omega, and you could upgrade those. Then in Season 5, you guys obviously know we have Drift and Ragnaroks. So in Season 6, and this is a little bit of theory time here, I definitely think they're going to continue this, but I just have a feeling that they're going to go back to having some sort of like rivalry going on, like with Omega and Carbide, where like one side is specifically good and like the heroes, and the other side is evil and like the to put it simply, bad guys of the story. It just makes sense to have that because it adds a super cool dynamic to it, because there are essentially 2 main skins, and having them sort of be unrelated like in Season 5 was still cool, but it's not as cool as it could have been. So I do think they will go back to that, and we'll talk specifically about what I think those skins will be in just a sec here. But guys, just take a look at what's been happening on the map and like with the enforcers and stuff like that. It's very clear that there's a new hostile force in the game. I mean, the enforcers don't look friendly. In their loading screen, people are running away from them, and also they just kind of look angry. And then even the cube itself, the cube is going around the map and even does damage to the player at times. It's pretty clear that there's some evil stuff going on, so I do think that we will have like the Tier 100 skin be this ultimate villain like Omega kind of was, and we'll circle back to that. But as for the tiered skins themselves, they will probably have different upgrades, but like with customization, personally I'm hoping they go back to where you can customize the colors a bit, or maybe even like the effects or something. But like, first of all, with the colors, that was a super cool thing to have with Omega, which is why I still think Omega is cooler than Ragnarok, just because you can customize those colors. So I think they might go back to that, or they could add something like special effects to the new skins, where like, for example, with Drift, instead of having the lightning, maybe you could have it be fire. Maybe you could have it be like pink smoke or something like that. Some way to customize that even more would be even cooler than it is right now. Now, on top of that, what will the battle pass cost? Well, if it's similar to the previous battle passes, full of items of all kinds, and even including brand new categories of items specifically for Season 6, and again, we'll talk about that coming up here in a little bit, it is most likely going to have two options starting out. The first of which is the normal one at 950 V-Bucks. So if you've been saving those up, that is most likely going to be the cost of it for the base, just unlocking the stuff right from the start. However, if you want the head start that you can get at the very beginning, that is generally around 2800 V-Bucks, which may or may not be worth it for you. I personally do get it just because, I don't know, I kind of like to have it just to showcase some of the stuff early in my videos if I need it, but still keep a bunch of it open so I can do the challenges and unlock stuff. So totally up to you. There's pros to doing both options, but again, that head start will get you about 25 tiers unless they change it. Oh, and also, if you have the Season 5 Battle Pass, most likely you should be getting a bonus of around 5 tiers for the Season 6 Battle Pass if they keep that trend going from previous seasons, where if you did have the previous Battle Pass, you got a little bit of a head start in the next Battle Pass, and usually that has been around 5 or so tiers, and I believe that was the case for Season 5. But after that, then, it is almost all but confirmed that Season 6 will have a brand new type of item, or like item in your locker, to unlock as part of the Battle Pass, and actually it's potentially rumored that there could be 3 different kinds. But as you guys know, in the previous Battle Passes, they always add brand new things within the Battle Pass as like forms of cosmetics. In Season 4, they had the sprays, which were a brand new thing, and those were pretty cool. Nothing too insane, but you know, it was brand new, something to mess around with. And then with this current season, Season 5, we got something even cooler with the toys. And this was a big part of the Battle Pass, talking about this brand new item and stuff. As you can see here, there was even a page for it, and you got the different volleyballs, the basketballs, the golf balls. It was honestly pretty cool. So it is more than likely that Season 6 will be getting some new items. And again, according to some info, and this comes from FN Leak on Twitter, and you may have seen me talk about this in my previous video, we could be getting stuff like, first of all, pets. Yeah, pets. And again, if you saw my previous like leaks video, we did go into more detail about this, so that video will be linked at the end of this one as a card, and maybe in the description, not sure yet. But there is supposedly something about pets coming into the game as maybe a form of a cosmetic item or something you can actually equip, and we thought it might be something that like follows you around in some way or another. There was also things like music packs, which definitely makes sense, and those could customize different places where you hear music in the game, maybe in the lobby, stuff like that. And there was even stuff like weapon skins, which could be coming, and again, I go into more detail on that in my other video. But for sure, guys, expect some brand new items in this Battle Pass. Cannot wait to see which of these it's going to be. But moving on again here, we do have a few more nitty-gritty details about the Battle Pass itself, but like this detail right here has to specifically do with what I believe the Season 6 theme will be, or specifically the theme of the Battle Pass, and like what types of skins we're going to be seeing. But yeah, like as I said earlier, there's definitely going to be a theme of like good versus evil again, and I think there's going to be a definite emphasis on the evil characters this time around for a few different reasons. So starting out here, obviously again, the cube is evil. It's rampaging around the map, doesn't care if it's running you over or if you do damage to it, it'll do damage back. It doesn't care. On top of that, there's also this specific loading screen that a bunch of people have been getting early, and I think you may get it if you like completed all the secret Battle Pass stars in the loading screens and stuff. But the number 10 loading screen specifically shows the Bright Bomber looking into the cube itself, which again, we know is pretty much evil considering how much damage it does to the map and to the characters themselves. But again, if you look closely at the cube, you can see the reflection of Bright Bomber, but an evil variant. That is right, guys. Now, I won't go into the specifics of like the volcano. I want to specifically talk about the implications of having an evil version of a skin already in the game. So going back to the Battle Pass skins, and specifically the one you start out with and how that's usually the good one, and then the tier 100 being the evil version, I think that it's possible we could have the new hero, which will be the skin you get at the very start of the season, and then have the skin at the very end be the evil version of that skin. So it's kind of this interesting dynamic of the two fighting each other. And then you could also possibly have like items in the Battle Pass each have doppelgangers, where one is like the good version and the other is their, again, doppelganger, or like the complete opposite. That just sounds super cool. It could also be possible that a bunch of skins that you already have will get an evil version, and we'll get a bunch of stuff of like having the good versions of the characters battle their evil twins. But I mean, like, come on, they already did all this stuff to the Bright Bomber and showed it in the loading screen as an evil version of that. And again, the Bright Bomber is a skin you get from the shop. It's not a Battle Pass skin, so it has to seem like we will be getting a new customization for the Bright Bomber, similar to how the Tomato Head got a brand new customization for when the Tomato Temple came back into the map. That is almost 100% for sure. Gonna be pretty cool to see. So yeah, that's pretty much my theory. And then we do also have a couple of other details to finish off this video with. And the first of which is that it has been officially confirmed that every single skin, outfit, and item that you acquire within a battle pass and then like the season ends, those items will never be re-released in like a new battle pass, a new shop. And I know that may seem pretty obvious, but with like the return of Power Chord recently, that was pretty crazy. Leave a like if you were hyped for that. But yeah, you don't have to worry about your battle pass items, because if you actually go into the frequently asked questions about the season 5 battle pass in game, there's a specific part of it that says that these items will never be re-released. So there you go, guys. You don't have to worry about that at all. And then finally, actually, I just remembered, forgot to put this a little bit earlier in the video, but how long will season 6 last? Well, again, we don't know the exact date, but I'm assuming at least between 70 and 80 days. It has to at least be 70 days just because we always have 10 weeks in the season unless they decide to change it, but I really don't think they will change it around. The seasons are like the perfect length anyways. But yeah, I'm pretty sure season 5 was maybe like 77 days, I want to say. If you guys remember specifically, comment down below, but season 6 will most likely be around there. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed.